What's going on, guys? Antonio here. Do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me, and let's get into it. All right, so this one apparently is hot off the press. I've seen a couple of articles. Some of the bigger sites are starting to report. Now, let me give a caveat at the beginning. This is just a rumor, but it seems like based on some of the bigger like comic book resources and some of those bigger sites that are actually reporting the rumor, I'd like to at least make a video on it, but I'm saying it's a rumor because they haven't made an official announcement. So here's the rumor. Ben Affleck is going to return as Daredevil. Ben Affleck's going to return as Daredevil, and he's going to appear in Deadpool 3. That has been reported by, like I said, several of the bigger blog sites, the more reputable ones. So I'm curious about it because, like I said, he just appeared in The Flash, and I loved him in The Flash, by the way. He just appeared in The Flash. Matter of fact, there's another Flash situation, Michael Keaton and Batman Beyond. I'm going to make a video about that and drop that later this week. But I'm curious about it because I kept hoping that we would get the solo Ben Affleck Batman movie where he's supposed to battle Deathstroke. I thought that would have been, Joe Manganiello or whatever. I can never pronounce his last name, but he was, Joe Mangi, whatever. They brought him in as Deathstroke, or I thought that would have been a fantastic movie. And when he showed up at the post-credit scene in the Justice League, I got really, I was like, oh wow, we're getting Deathstroke. And then they say, yeah, Ben's doing the solo movie, and then it just didn't happen or whatever. So, but the Daredevil, the Fox Daredevil movie that Ben Affleck appeared in, I own it. I bought it on DVD back in the day. But I used to buy all the superhero movies back then. But I have that. That's and that's where Ben actually met Jennifer Garner, who he ended up being married to for over a decade, and they have 2-3 kids. Is it 2 kids or 3 kids? Either way, I know they got a son and a daughter. I thought they had it. Either way, don't matter. But they have kids together, and but that Daredevil movie, that's how Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck got together. She played Elektra, and it's not the best representation. Obviously, Charlie Cox's representation of Daredevil on the Netflix show, and we're getting the Disney Plus Daredevil show, which I think they said is actually going to be R-rated, which I'm hoping is true. They do, since they moved all those Netflix shows over to Disney Plus, they have some R-rated content on Disney Plus. So, which I have no problem with. I want a little bit more grittier takes on superheroes. I don't like these vanilla, it has to be PG or whatever. Especially like characters like the Punisher and Daredevil and stuff where it's a little bit more grittier. I would like to see them, do stuff like that. So, but Ben Affleck's Daredevil, I thought it was okay in some senses, and it wasn't my favorite. I love that Frank Miller had a cameo as the preacher in early in the film and certain things, but they took some liberties with the Daredevil film that I didn't quite love. But I think this is interesting that they're if you saw Deadpool 2 right at the end, Deadpool started going through the multiverse. So this is kind of since this Deadpool movie, Deadpool 3 is supposed to introduce Deadpool into the MCU. We are in the multiverse saga. That's what the whole thing with Kang and all that is about. So this is, he was at the end of Deadpool 2. Deadpool was going around. Remember, he went through into a different universe and found Ryan Reynolds himself about to read the script for Green Lantern, and he papped to stop him from making that movie, which is obviously a joke. Right? Ryan Reynolds wanted to play Green Lantern, but he obviously thought that movie was going to be a bigger hit than it was, and he got roasted, and everybody, yeah, the movie was not very good. But I thought that was a funny thing when he went back in, in time and found himself about to accept that, reading that script and pop, pop, and he got up out of there. There's so many rumors. Not only is there rumors that Ben Affleck is going to be, because I should have said this, they're about to start shooting Deadpool 3 within the week. That's a fact. There's already been a couple of drones and stuff. They've got the sets ready. So apparently Ryan Reynolds is coming in and they're about to start shooting Deadpool 3 within the next week. So that's fantastic. But that's why the Ben Affleck rumors, because he's not going to be in the whole movie. He's just going to have a couple of scenes or whatever. So you're starting to see things. If you follow Halle Berry has, for the last month, she's had these white streaks in her hair. And she's posted a lot of different photos of her with these white streaks. And there are rumors that Halle Berry is also going to appear in Deadpool 3 as Storm. There are rumors that John Krasinski is also going to appear as Mr. Fantastic. Well, if you saw Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, you know that John Krasinski, who had denied that he was even going to be in the movie for a while and, kept his mouth shut or whatever. And obviously you saw you saw Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. You know that when they went to the alternate universe that Mr. Fantastic appeared and Peggy Carter as Captain Britain or whatever they were calling her, because she ended up being getting the super soldier serum and instead of Steve Rogers in her universe. They obviously had Patrick Stewart as Charles Xavier in there, so that was a different universe. So like I said, we know Hugh Jackman's already, they did the big reveal trailer to get everybody excited. So we know the main focus of Deadpool 3 is supposed to be a multiverse saga, and it's supposed to be in our MCU, or it's going to bring Deadpool into our main MCU universe. But we know Hugh Jackman's back as Wolverine. We know, like I said, John Krasinski's rumored to appear as Mr. Fantastic as they're going through the multiverse. And now we've got the Ben Affleck stuff and the possible appearance of also Halle Berry as Storm. Who knows? We might get Rogue and some of the other people that have appeared in the various X-Men movies over the... God, it's almost been like 20 years since the original Bryan Singer. And it's been like, if it hadn't been, it's 20, 21 years, something like that. Bryan Singer's original X-Men movie. That's crazy to even think about that. But I wanted to ask you guys, is that something that would bring you to the theaters? Because I thought, like I said, absolutely loved Deadpool 1. The consensus of Deadpool 2 is it's clearly not as strong as Deadpool 1. Also, I should mention this. There are reports that Zazie Beetz is not going to appear as Domino in Deadpool 3. I think she actually publicly said that, but that may have been just to throw the fans off or whatever. Because I know on her social media, I only peep in there every now and again. I don't really follow her. But I know some people didn't like the fact that she was Domino in the first place because of the race, gender swap, all that kind of stuff. Rob Liefeld was very supportive. He created Domino, so it is what it is. But if you don't like Zazie, there's a pretty good chance she's not going to be in Deadpool 3 anyway, based on what she's kind of responded to fans, asking if she was shooting Deadpool 3. But in closing, what do you think about the possibility of Ben Affleck appearing as Daredevil in Deadpool 3? Are you excited Hugh Jackman's going to be back as Wolverine? What do you think about the possibility of Halle Berry appearing as Storm in there as they trek the multiverse and all that kind of thing? I don't know if Josh Brolin's coming back as Cable. I thought Josh Brolin got in amazing shape for Cable. But I didn't necessarily love, and he was clearly Thanos at the same time, so it's kind of confusing. I I don't know. I didn't love his, but I also didn't really love Deadpool 2. So that's just my personal preference. But I want to hear from you guys. Get in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and please check out my podcast at anchor.fm/Ikari Press, or just type in Ikari Press on your favorite streaming platform today.